Rivers continue to run high and fast across southeast Wisconsin. Susan Kim is in Wauwatosa, further down the Menominee River. That river finally starting to recede from the levels we saw yesterday. Susan also has a guest with her this evening.
Steve, thanks very much. Yes, we're down in Wauwatosa assessing the damage along the Menominee River, and Governor Tony Evers and a contingent of state and local officials just arrived here on scene to take a look at the damage themselves, and he's joining me live now to talk about what he's seen. Governor, appreciate your time today. How would you describe the damage that you've seen so far?
It's extraordinary, but again, Wisconsinites do such a great job when it comes to situations like this, whether it's any of the emergency management people, the National Guard, the local police, the local firefighters. It's significant. This is where I started this conversation today, but we'll be looking at some other places in town just to assess what's going on, but really encouraging people to make that assessment locally so that 211 is the phone number. People can talk about and put in what they view is their damages.
Yeah, you know, we've heard so much from people. I mean, they're flooded basements, thousands of dollars per, in many cases per each family. Right. What is the likelihood that there might be some sort of a state emergency funding available to these victims?
That's why this assessment is so important. That's what, we have to make sure everybody's safe, and that's our first priority. And so far we have nobody died, no major injuries. So that part of it's good, but we have to take the time to do the assessment. That assessment will include how much money it has cost individuals and the state, and we'll get that information in.
Is the fact that it's not as serious, perhaps, with no fatalities, does that weigh into whether emergency funding or a declaration of emergency at the state level will be provided?
No, and that provision really is around the federal government, and hopefully their help will be, not hopefully, their help will be needed. Clearly there's lots of damage, but the good news is there's no damage as it relates to human life, and that's important.
So we're live on the 6 o'clock newscast right now. So for people who are watching whose basements are flooded and they're just at their wits' end with this, what would you tell them to comfort them?
Well, we're real hopeful that over the next couple of days we'll be able to get an assessment. They need to do whatever they can to make sure that they understand how important it is to inform local people, emergency management folks, 211, what the cost is. They need some sort of assessment on that, and from that point we can work with the federal government and hopefully get some help.
All right, Governor Tony Evers, thank you so much for your time.
I
really appreciate it. I know you've been spending time talking to people and talking to business owners here, getting a first-hand perspective on the impact that this has had. This is his second stop today. He is going to other locations to get a good handle on the damage here in the Tosa area for now. And reporting from Tosa, I'm Susan Kim. Steve, I'm going to send it back to you for now.
All right, Susan Kim in Wauwatosa, thank you.